at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Arkansas moved on from the well-liked and highly thought-of Sam Pittman, but they have brought in a new young coach that people are really getting behind. Ryan Silverfield has a great resume, and fans are excited. Most importantly, though, Arkansas has gotten behind him in the NIL space. They have brought in a better roster and a lot of talent. Can't wait to see if Arkansas is able to turn this around. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense has the ball first today. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp. Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Run inside. It's Smith. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will... punt unit. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jackson will throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pucks it out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. From the red zone, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Finds the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own. The 11-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic, so usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. On target. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. To throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Handoff for Frazier. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Under fire. There goes. For a safety, tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup.
Makes the grab in their space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Here's a give to Frazier. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Bowling Green taking on the Iowa State Cyclones.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the 1st half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the 3rd quarter.
Holly, thank you.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage. Ready.
Snags it, and there's running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Wilson, circuit, escape, enter, enter.
Wants to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's a heat. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On target. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. There's some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. This time it's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Russell. Here's a little room there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Running inside. It's Russell. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra step over.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Georgia sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia going up tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Turning it on. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Trying to run, it's Russell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, what a cut! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On first down, Nate Frazier. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the fourth. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Breaks into the open. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. On first down, Nate Frazier plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead delayed. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Gashes them in the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Handoff for Frazier. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but
the offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that ball.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in.
There he goes. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. He might want another play. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. One more play to pad the stats. They want to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue.